Bernard L. Madoff, often referred to as the Monster of Wall Street, was a name that sent shockwaves through the financial world. He orchestrated one of the most extensive and devastating Ponzi schemes in history, defrauding thousands of investors out of billions of dollars. This episode delves into the life and crimes of Bernie Madoff, exploring how he managed to deceive the financial community for decades before his house of cards finally collapsed. Early life and career. Born on April 29, 1938, in Queens, New York, Bernie Madoff came from humble beginnings. His parents were both children of European immigrants, and they worked as lifeguards and registered nurses. Madoff's upbringing was solidly middle class, and he attended public schools in Laurelton, Queens, before enrolling in the University of Alabama. Madoff's career in finance began early when he founded a stock trading and investment advisory firm, Bernard L. Madoff Investment Securities, LLC, in 1960. He was determined to make a name for himself on Wall Street, and he started small, focusing on stock trading and market making. Over the years, his firm expanded, and he began to attract a growing number of clients, including high-net-worth individuals, charitable organizations, and even celebrities. The rise of the Ponzi scheme. For decades, Madoff's investment business seemed remarkably successful. He consistently reported steady, positive returns, even in times of economic downturns. This consistent track record earned him the trust of his clients and allowed his investment firm to grow exponentially. Many investors believed that Madoff possessed a unique ability to generate consistent profits, and they were willing to invest billions of dollars with him. However, the truth behind Madoff's success was far from what it seemed. In reality, he was operating the largest Ponzi scheme in history. A Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent investment scheme where returns to earlier investors are paid using the capital of newer investors, rather than actual profits generated by the business. Madoff promised consistent returns to his clients, and he delivered on those promises by using the investments from new clients to pay the returns owed to earlier ones. The illusion of success. One of the most striking aspects of Bernie Madoff's scheme was the lengths to which he went to maintain the illusion of success. He used sophisticated techniques to falsify financial statements, creating an image of a thriving investment business. Madoff's clients received regular statements showing their investments growing steadily, and he was known for being secretive about his investment strategies, which only added to his mystique. Madoff also cultivated an air of exclusivity around his firm. He often accepted clients on an invitation-only basis, creating an aura of privilege and prestige. Many investors considered it a privilege to invest with Madoff, and this exclusivity added to the allure of his scheme. The fallout. The Madoff scheme began to unravel in December 2008 when he confessed to his sons that his investment business was a massive fraud. Faced with mounting financial pressure and unable to meet the increasing withdrawal requests from clients, Madoff knew that his house of cards was about to collapse. He estimated that he owed his clients approximately $65 billion, a staggering sum. Madoff's confession to his sons led to his arrest on December 11, 2008. He was charged with securities fraud, investment advisor fraud, and other crimes related to his Ponzi scheme. His arrest sent shockwaves through the financial world and shattered the trust of countless investors who had believed in his integrity for decades. The aftermath. Bernie Madoff's arrest and subsequent conviction sent him to prison for a 150-year sentence, effectively a life sentence for the then 71-year-old financier. His wife, Ruth Madoff, also faced scrutiny and lost much of her personal wealth, although she was not charged with any crimes related to her husband's scheme. The fallout from Madoff's Ponzi scheme was extensive and devastating. Thousands of investors, including individuals, charities, and financial institutions, suffered enormous losses. Many were left financially ruined, and some even lost their life savings. The scandal also raised questions about the effectiveness of regulatory oversight in the financial industry and the need for greater transparency and accountability. Lessons learned. The Madoff scandal serves as a cautionary tale for investors and regulators alike. It exposed the dangers of blindly trusting investment professionals and the importance of conducting thorough due diligence before entrusting one's money to anyone. It also highlighted the need for stronger regulatory oversight and stricter enforcement of financial regulations to prevent such schemes from happening in the future. In the aftermath of the Madoff scandal, there were calls for reforms in the financial industry, including NCR,